No BS, just straight bars. It's time to get to it. Let's get busy.
Here it come.
Pull up on the spot, I'm ducking another op from another block until I give him a couple shots. When I hit the spot, we pulling up, it's something hot, showing off the rocks. I'm high chief just from the top, we can get it in though. Looking for your kinfolk, all these men in the bar, I'm wig with the pencil. Trying to smoke something, so act last. My last stash, got me smoking out the window like I caught backdraft. No turning back, I'm earning scraps and learning that I've been fired with the pen like an inferno match. Send her up to the sky, thunderclouds hit me. Show you the full gore with all killer instinct. Put him in a figure four, maybe he will listen more. When I kick in the door, everybody hit the floor. All these girls coming to cash.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Dallas Cash, aka the Aquamarine Weapon, representing the Humble Roses podcast, Marks with Mics, and all of Culture Clash Network. So basically, you know what today is. Today is the appreciation of Carmelo Hayes, aka him. I know he's not from Boston, but you know, no disrespect to Rocky Marciano, but we're going to call Carmelo Hayes the Boston Blockbuster. But I didn't come alone today. Obviously, I got my right-hand man, my best friend for 20 years, always on time, but still ready to deliver. We got Kev, the postman. Yeah.
What up, bro?
Yeah, it was good.
Hey, man, we up there.
I'd be surprised if this stream gets cooked with the comments just because of the ladies and gentlemen, we're doing the WWE 2K25 giveaway. The comments may not, there might be here, you know, whatever. If you guys enjoy the show, we're already at 25, 26, 27. Live viewers just keep going up. Obviously, we're here to talk about that man, Carmelo Hayes. So, I mean, like I said, when we talk about Melo, like, we're talking about the #1 draft pick, guy who came in as 2021's breakout star of NXT. We have a former NXT North American champion, former NXT champion, and he was the one who sent Braun Breaker packing for the main roster. So obviously we're going to talk a little bit about, not a little bit, we're going to talk a lot of bit about Carmelo Hayes. But when did he first catch your attention?
Oh, if you're asking me, it was around that time where he put a beat down on a person that's known as Swerve Strickland now, but back in NXT, he was Isaiah Scott, and he claimed his first North American title. So that's when he caught my, and then his feud with Trick, you know, like the latter part of last year before he got called up, that feud. So that's how it did for me.
And what sold it for me was seeing him. He debuted, and I remember he wrestled Adam Cole, but this was when Adam Cole was like top dog, so Melo was out to prove himself. And then when we had the breakout tournament, he had beaten, I think, Josh Briggs, Duke Hudson, so he had a laundry list of people.
Did he also beat Odyssey Jones?
Yeah, he picked, because Jones went to splash him, and then he he reversed the pin and ended up winning, and then he cashed in his breakout opportunity on Swerve Scott. And with that, Carmelo Hayes won the NXT North American Championship. And I believe, what up, Jameer? Yo, shout out to Jameer. Shout out to WrestleFaith, to Lofa.
What up, girl?
Hey, yo. So much respect and love to Carmelo Hayes. We're going to talk some more about him. So when Melo finally decided to, push Melo towards the main event scene of NXT, did you notice like a shift a little bit in what he was doing?
Well, yeah, he was basically filling in for the new era. So it was a bit of a move along from the old black and gold, the Adam Coles of the world, the Undisputed Eras, Johnny Garganos, and they were trying to move into a new flavor. And he was like the catalyst of that. He was one of the main stars that they were willing to push to this next era. I want to believe it was the start of the 2.0 era, if I recall.
Big shout out to Cheech from Marshall Mice. He goes, Melo Achilles heel is a sight or lack of. he got the Gargano effect, unfortunately relegated to a tag team. And that I always, and I hear you. So I'm not going to neither agree nor disagree, but I can see both sides of the argument, because in the same breath, Rey Mysterio was a world champion, and he had a lack of size. Daniel Bryan was a world champion. He had a lack of size. AJ Styles, lack of size. So, like, when we look at Carmelo Hayes, we don't want to, like, I feel like that is the main thing that people say is his Achilles heel, but I don't look at that. He's 5'11". He's 5'11".
Short.
That's not short.
That's not short. In real life, that's not short. That's
not short. I'm 6'5". Kev, you what? 6'3"? 6 foot.
I'm just 6 foot.
So, like that, we don't.
If I put on Heelys, then it's 6'3".
Hey yo.
I said Heelys. Heelys. Oh God.
He said Ray had a whole country behind him. Well, so did Daniel Bryan. So did AJ Styles. Like, we look at that. We got to understand that with Carmelo Hayes, he was the measuring stick of NXT. And I said that if Trick Williams surpasses him, it's for so many different reasons. And we saw a passing of the torch at Stand and Deliver 2024 in Philly. Trick had the hometown crowd, obviously, with the feud with Melo. We're going to get to that feud in a minute. But
that's like the main event right there.
Like that, like, so I think
a lot of time.
We got a lot of time. So like we're only like 6 minutes in, so we can start whenever we want. We kind of officially started. So I pulled up obviously a couple of matches. I didn't want to pull up too many, but I'm actually going to start with a match that I personally got hip to. I want to say this was right after. When was this? This was 2018. So this was when he was Christian Casanova.
Shout out to Christian Casanova.
Right, you know what I'm saying? This was when he was Christian Casanova. Okay. And I was so caught off guard by his style of wrestling because it was so fluent. I mean, obviously smaller guys have a fluent style, but his just seemed very crispy. And this match that I'm talking about was him against Rey Mysterio versus Darby Allin, Wrestling Under the Stars. But I believe he was Christian Casanova during that time, if I'm not mistaken, because his name on Twitter was something Kill for Nova, I think, because that's how I got hip to it, because I was on a Rey Mysterio like indie wrestling kick. So this was in Northeast Wrestling, and I think he had another match with Darby shortly, I want to say prior to this, and him and Darby had great chemistry. Him and Ray had great chemistry. So Melo's chemistry really goes off of like what everybody else can do versus what he can do, and he tells such a great story with what he does. Everything that he does means something and has purpose. So I was a fan of this match, and I recommend anybody who's a fan of Carmelo Hayes or just wants to see what he can do before he was part of the WWE pedigree to watch this match, obviously. That's my pick. What's the first match that comes to mind for you when you start thinking about Carmelo Hayes, like the beginning of his rise?
Oh, he didn't stick out to me until I want to say War Games.
Oh, that old versus new War Games match. Yeah,
where I was mentioning about the 2.0 versus the old black and gold. And I look at him and he reminds me a lot. His style is similar, and I'm probably going to get a lot of hate, but since the guy is running NXT and loves him, he reminded me a lot of Shawn.
I will say
he has some Shawn to him. Like, he had a flair for his technique. He had a flair. You remember how prime Shawn before the back injury, before that little falling out, and he had to take a hiatus.
Yeah. Like
Carmelo kind of reminded me a little bit of that, and I see why Sean took a liking to him and was willing to work with him because he had a crispness. It's a uniqueness. And like I said, his moveset is just fucking sick.
Moveset is dope. I will say one of his favorite moves that he's meant to hit, that he likes to hit, was that springboard 180 clothesline. Like that I know that's one of his favorite moves to hit. I believe he's gone on record and said that as well. So he's just like, I don't like to use the term generational talent, but when you look at Melo, all you see is talent and potential, and it just seems like that his only ceiling is the booking.
Yeah.
I just don't.
I just feel bad because I see everybody else that they called up. Like, we see what they did with Braun Breaker.
Right.
You see what they did with Tiffany Stratton. You see what they did with Roxanne Perez. Even with Big Bronson Reed, if you want to call it.
Right.
But
Solo Sikoa.
Solo Sikoa, yeah. And you just see that we got Melo here, who is just thriving backstage. You know, not knocking Miz. Like I said, love Miz. Miz is awesome. I do not like the fact that they got him stuck in tag team hell. Do something promising with him, and you're with Miz. You can do something with him, man. You can give him a good feud and like show us talents. Like you were cooking with him in Andrade.
That 7 games, I would say 7. It was a 7-game
it was
series.
A 7-game series.
That was a 7-game series.
That was definitely a 7-game series.
I know Melo was like, "Yo, let's pitch this as like NBA playoffs," and that's probably some of the best wrestling I've seen from Melo on the main roster so far. And I'll go so far as to say that that's definitely up there with his work that he did with Braun Breaker, especially at NXT Stand and Deliver 2023. Braun Breaker versus Carmelo Hayes for the NXT. Let me tell you something. They had so many good matches together, Braun and Melo. Like,
so was it fair to say for that era of NXT that was like their Orton Cena?
You could say that.
That was a good rivalry.
It was a great rivalry. Even their match at NXT Battleground. Again, they just had so many good instead of matches, moments with each other. There were moments with Melo where I was like, how did we get so lucky with him being in NXT? Where did they find this guy? You know, and he was on the indies. Now, you cannot talk about the fact that he sent Braun Breaker packing for the main roster. Just a fact. Just a fact. However, this is the most important thing. He held it down while Braun was gone. And Carmelo's influence helped create another megastar in NXT, Trick Williams.
I know that guy. Sounds familiar.
And you talked about the likeness of Shawn Michaels, right? So when he turned on Trick Williams,
who that remind you of?
Wait, they were it was the NXT right after that, and Melo was cutting the promo. He had the all black, which basically dressed like how Shawn was dressed when he turned on Marty Jannetty at the barbershop. And he pulled 2 Shawn Michaels moves in one night. He had the all black, and then he pulled the 05 Montreal fake out with the music. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Shut up, man.
No, we did that.
That was next level.
That was funny as hell.
Next level.
Because I'm like, why ain't Trick coming out? And I'm like, this feels familiar.
You know it, JT.
Yeah, it was exactly like looking in a mirror, man. It was exactly like looking in a mirror. Big shout out to Nova. Hold on, let's get some people out here.
Oh yeah. What up,
Shout out to my daughter, Leanna.
What up, Leanna girl?
Hold on. Is that a picture of Dr. Pepper?
Yeah. Well, uh,
Dude,
oh, do you want to get off your soda bias, or we got time for a
dude,
soda bias? Go for it.
she has been on this Dr. Pepper kick for, and I know she's smiling and laughing right now.
Mm-hmm. So clip this, Leanna. You about to get a whole, short. Go for it.
I don't know why or what her body, her choice. But at the same time, I don't know where this came from. I had nothing to do with it. Acquired taste like Cajun food, I guess. I don't know. I don't.
Dr. Pepper be hidden, man. I can't lie.
Pepsi for the win.
I had a cherry Dr. Pepper zero sugar. Yeah, that's next level, man. I'm just
Y'all
letting you know.
tag Mello in this. Make sure he watches it because we want him. I feel like my problem with Carmelo Hayes is he's so good. I feel like as a performer, as a pro wrestler, I'm sure wrestlers feel down on themselves when they feel like their potential isn't being utilized. And that's just why we did this, because I looked at Carmelo and I'm just like, man, we need to go back to the roots of the Humble Roses podcast and start giving flowers to these people that deserve it. And Carmelo,
talented
especially people we love. And I didn't expect Mello to follow me on Twitter.
Shout out Mello.
But shout out Mello. We just wanted him to know, I wasn't doing it for a follow, but I appreciate that. We were doing it because we really want you to feel loved. We really want you to feel respected. And we really appreciate what you're doing. And we'll consistently yell out your name along with Meechin, along with Karrion Kross. That's going to probably be our next episode. These are just the people that we love and we respect and we want to see succeed. Let me go through this. Miss Angel, what's going on? Miss Angel, another great member of the Rose Gang. Very happy to have you here. Obviously, Monty Doodles. Okay, cool. Monty from Acknowledge the Dynasty, ATD. The ATD is doing great work, and they are going to start going to YouTube now. So definitely expect to see us on their show, but only when they're ready. We don't want to mess it up.
Yeah.
Do we have a Lena bomb? Oh boy, we got a Lena bomb.
Oh no, we don't. We got a Lena bomb. Oh, here we go.
Versus Ilya Dragunov, Stand and Deliver 2023 NXT Championship match. The match where Mello officially became him. Big stage, big opponent, and he delivered, winning the NXT Championship.
Stop the dragon.
Well, the 2023 Stand and Deliver, was actually Braun Breaker and Mello. But I know what you're referring to, and we actually want to get to that. Let's talk about, because he won the NXT Championship from Braun, but Ilya Dragunov is synonymous. What up, Miami? Phantasm, I'm a Cherry Coke or Piv Extra.
Mr. Piv be hitting.
Yo, Mr. Piv be hitting. Hold on, let's turn this sentiment. Let's turn this Resident Evil 2 music off.
Shout out, Lena.
You look like Tupac hit him up video. Listen, man. Yo,
what?
He was on different type of time. I ain't gonna hold you. But we gonna make sure you cop our partner Dubby. Make sure you cop something from Dubby. Use code Humble Roses, all together as one word, for 10% off at dubby.gg. Get yourself some dubs. All right.
Definitely get that Soul 11 limited edition.
Now,
still go get that cup, man.
Now, hold on for a minute. We got to talk about Ilya Dragunov versus Carmelo Hayes at No Mercy. But the funny thing about this is, before we get to that, they had different matches. So you had their match at Halloween Havoc. You had their match at NXT Great American Bash. And also at No Mercy, where Ilya won the NXT championship. But this was actually voted match of the year for the Slammies. So I believe Mello and Ilya won the award for match of the year for their No Mercy match. But their Halloween Havoc match is just as slept on, in my opinion. But that was during the culmination of the whole Trick Williams feud. So that's kind of what kicked it off a little bit, because we knew Trick was going to eventually show up. Ilya Dragunov and Carmelo Hayes. How do you want to do this, bro? Because I could talk about this match just for like 20 straight minutes. I could do this all night.
So when it comes to these two, now Ilya was building his name off of everything he was doing on the NXT UK and then coming over and then just putting, belt to ass to everybody.
There's that.
I'm just saying, because I can talk about UK, like, y'all have some killers over here. You had Pete Dunne, you had Walter, before we know him as Gunther, but we had Rhea Ripley, Pyra Niven, I want to say
Jordan Devlin,
JD McDonough. Now, I'm trying to think, was Tony Storm a part of UK? I want to say so.
Her and Rhea Ripley.
Yep.
And Kaylee Ray.
Yep. So we had all of this talent over here. So when Ilya came over, I was intrigued, and I see why certain people just love Ilya. His H-bomb signature, crazy, just stiff forearms, just that nasty, gritty wrestling style. And his style meshes with, Carmelo's flair. And these two put on epic match. So if you want to go off about the match of the year, please go off. Like, what was the moment where you said that, you know what, Carmelo, yeah, he earned it. This is him. He is him.
I had Carmelo earning it when he wrestled. I'm cheating a little bit. I was already a fan of Melo, but I was like, when he wrestled Ricochet,
not Ricky,
at NXT Worlds Collide, I want to say this was 2022. And
Ricky,
they had that double springboard spot that they collided, like literally at Worlds Collide, right? And then Ricky, I believe that Logan Paul saw that and decided he wanted to do that at the Royal Rumble with Ricochet, or maybe he might have pitched that idea. But I'm saying that Carmelo Hayes and Ricochet, that was the spot that started the Logan Paul spot at the Rumble. I want to say 2023. Yeah, 2023, I believe. Yeah, had to have been.
Oh, chat going crazy.
Wait, what's going on?
Oh, look at this one. Okay, that's why I like this.
We with you. Yeah, we with you.
I like to see.
Actually, let's talk about this lady here, Stephanie Hardy.
Oh my goodness!
I can't believe she's here. Stephanie Hardy had interviewed Carmelo Hayes at Money in the Bank this year, I believe. So, if anybody can tell you about Carmelo Hayes, she can, because she interviewed him. And Ariel, we weren't posting this show as like, oh, we're interviewing Carmelo. We're not credentialed to interview.
Oh, we ain't there yet.
We ain't nowhere near. We'll be eventually.
We just wanted to give him his roses because he has been undervalued for a while, and we just want to give him his confidence back and just to let him know that, dog, we still see you, we support you.
Yeah. And another thing is, Humble Roses is about giving roses, love to the unsung heroes of their craft. So Melo being a #1 draft pick for SmackDown, a breakout star, former NXT North American Championship, former NXT champion. And I remember, if I'm not mistaken, him and Dragunov wrestled on an episode of WWE Speed. And I was like, oh no, the fans are getting cheated. I'm like, I don't want to see Carmelo Hayes versus Ilya Dragunov for 3 minutes. I want to see Carmelo Hayes versus Ilya Dragunov for 3 hours.
There you go. Yeah, we want a marathon, not a sprint.
We want a marathon. Like, we don't,
not a match on X for 5 minutes, man.
When you have a incredible talent that is based off poise, potential, ability, talent, and cutting edge aura that is Carmelo Hayes, and you pair that with a gritty, hard-nosed, aggressive, suicidal to some points, torpedo, the mad dragon himself, Ilya Dragunov.
Yeah.
That's a match made in heaven. Carmelo Hayes was so important to NXT that his presence helped elevate the brand that NXT was, because when NXT 2.0 happened, a lot of people thought that the product of the wrestling had went down from the black and gold era. When in reality, hey Rebecca, when in reality it didn't. Carmelo, Braun, Grayson Waller, they I'll even give Mandy Rose her flowers. She was important, but she wasn't like the woman. When you have that kind of sentiment for NXT's 2.0, you start to see that they're bringing in different people. Even when Ember Moon, Athena went back, like it was ridiculous. She made it something that it had to be. Carmelo, when he made his come up, he was in a weird spot because he was in the current pandemic going into NXT 2.0 part of NXT, and then he just flourished after that. Now, when we talk about Andrade, obviously the company has faith in Melo because they let him wrestle the golden boy Cody Rhodes.
Adrenaline. Oh, I can't say the rest of it. Well,
No, we ain't doing that to Melo. Not tonight. This is all about Melo. Obviously, when he had and coming out of Massachusetts, I believe he was from Framingham, Massachusetts. Massachusetts is a wrestling state. You got a lot of people from that state that represent that you got to live up to. You got your John Cena's, you got your Mercedes Monets. I don't stop me if you've heard this before.
I mean, I've heard of those too. All right, I think they amounted to something in the professional wrestling business. I think so. I think
so. What was one Melo moment that he had that you were like, why can't we get this like every week?
If I had to think about it, it was okay. Remember, he had just got drafted up to SmackDown, and I guess we're trying to promote his skills by literally having him go against Cody. And I seen that he could do it. He was ready for the main roster. Don't get me wrong. When he got drafted, he was definitely ready for the main roster. And the approval was by going against Cody Rhodes. Now, they literally just said, hey, go out there, do what you can do. And to know that he not only held his own, but gave Cody a run for his money, I'm telling you, the boy can do some things. And that right there just sealed the deal for me. It's just been, criminal ever since what they done with him. Other than that 7-game series with Andrade, it's just been kind of quiet.
I think Melo should have been the one I think Melo should be the one to take the IC title off Dominic Mysterio.
Whoa.
If they draft him to Raw, I want Carmelo Hayes to take that Intercontinental Championship from, or I got something even better. If you keep Melo on SmackDown, he can take the United States title from Solo. And you know why? Because Solo took the NXT North American title off of him.
I remember that little short run with
Melo could get it back in blood. Yep. You know what I'm saying? So like,
we'll circle it. I got you. I see where you're coming from with that.
I won't lie.
You put him with Dirty Dom, or like if Cena's up to it, because I know this is his final year and this is all for Melo.
Ooh,
One on one with the GOAT. Come on, man.
he could pass the torch.
That's a pass the torch moment.
Mm.
And he can skyrocket. But that's just me. I would love to see Melo versus Cena. That's just me. I'm just saying. I'll just throw that out there. If the heavens is hearing me.
You know what else I'd like to see? I'd like to see Melo beat Cena, have a good showing at Survivor Series.
And
then
around that time, he could be getting a rocket and he could be a part of the war game.
Give him a dub over LA Knight.
I can see that.
Or give him a dub over
Drew.
That would work.
He needs a legit win. He needs a legit win. Main event
because this dude pinned Randy Orton.
Yes.
As soon as he came in, he was pinning Randy Orton. He was feuding with Braun Strowman. He was cooking. And then going at it with Cody Rhodes. Like, come on, man.
They just put him on the back burner. And with his talent, I can go on for days about, the booking and all of that. You got to start pushing your new guys, man. And especially the talent that really deserves to be pushed. Yes, you could have. I want Melo to get back. Yeah, so yeah, and Jacob needs to move on to something else, like the whole bloodline thing. I'm not saying it's over. I'm just saying give it a pause.
I think Jacob Fatu could be like a strong opponent for like Gunther as well.
And with the draft coming up, yeah.
And with the draft coming up, there could be some shakeups. So why don't we do this? Do that. And now I want to give you 4 words. 4 words that I would like to see happen.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Melo in the bank. Melo in the bank. If Melo would win Money in the Bank, that would be good because you have the talent right there. And honestly, TKO needs to kind of get with the program and realize that the time for relying on part-timers, it's over.
Yeah. We can all see that a lot of your part-timers, we see that they're hinting at it. We got our Cenas, the AJs, the Romans, the
Randy Ortons.
Randy Ortons. Yeah.
Seth's got a good 7 to 10 more years in him, I'd say.
Randy probably got another 5.
Randy probably got another 5.
You don't know with the injury. Might be winding down. Finn still got some years in him. AJ's hinting at retirement. And like I said, I think it's about time you take another leap with a catalyst and a new era, and Carmelo's definitely the face of it.
You want to talk about the new era, right? Let's talk about how he made history at NXT New Year's Evil, becoming the first person in history to hold the NXT North American Championship and the Cruiserweight Championship.
Shout out Roderick Strong, yo.
Shout out to Roderick Strong.
That was a terrible picture. I forgot he was going.
Yeah. He looked like he just got back from Gran Torino or something like that.
He was going through. My boy was going through.
Yeah, he came off the set of Breaking Bad.
So if I had to ask you, Dallas, does that make him a double champ?
Yeah, because he had 2 belts. He had one, the NXT North American Championship, and then the Cruiserweight Championship. He was legitimate. That was a
legitimate 2 belt holder.
That was a legitimate 2 belt kind of situation.
Just wanted to state that for the record.
Roderick's, I know where you're going with that one, but and I don't mean to bring this up, but it's weird to see that Melo is almost very similar to how Kalani Jordan is. And they fit so well.
Bring that up.
They fit so well.
Funny you bring that up.
Just because Kalani is just Kalani and Sol Ruka, that was I won't say a female version of a match, but we had our Will Ospreay versus Ricochet, and that when we had Sol Ruka and Kalani Jordan. Like you had athletes and acrobat, and I see why the company is going for more athletes. It's for matches like this. You got to keep up and adapt. You can have your old school guys, you can have your throwbacks, but eventually, like the crowd wants to see athleticism. And I've been saying this, the women are carrying the company.
Especially that NXT women's division. Good Lord.
NXT women's division is, at one point, I'd say the 2023, 2024 post WrestleMania. Now, I would say 2023 to 2025, probably the greatest women's division ever in pro wrestling. You had Lola Vice, you had Jada Parker, you had Stephanie Vakir, you had Roxanne Perez, you had Lash Legend, you had Kalani Jordan, Sol Ruka, Zarya, Jordan, bro. You had, and I even Tatum Paxley, Fatal Influence, Toxic Attraction at one point. You had all this talent.
Yeah, that's like 20. You just went 20 deep.
You had, I didn't even bring up like dog, Sol Ruka, Zarya, the Meta Girls, Lash and Jakara.
Yep.
Like you could it was bad. It was bad. It was so bad how good they were. NXT was beating AEW specifically because of the women's division.
You're not lying. You're not lying.
Specifically because of the women's division.
Why you think all the hot free agents wanted to go to NXT before they even thought about the main roster?
I'm saying the main roster, the NXT women's clears it. Like Vince Carter in the Olympics in 2000 over that French dude clears it.
That was a tall French dude.
But when you had the men's division, you had Braun Breaker, you had Carmelo Hayes, Trick Williams, Ilya Dragunov. You had the pinnacle of what the NXT men's division. I'm telling you, if you didn't have those guys competing, NXT wouldn't be, it would still be good, but it wouldn't be as watchable. And now, and let me give some love, Tony D'Angelo as well.
Shout out to the Don.
Don't sleep on Tony D'Angelo. Don't sleep on Grayson Waller. Like there's the talent was there, but the women just took it to another level. I go so far as to say it was extreme to the point where it's like ECW and the ECW arena, they had Lola Vice versus Jada Parker with Dawn Marie as the guest referee. Oh, yeah. I would have bought that at full price in any arena because you had the women who had the look and the violence and the ability. I'm sorry. And I'm not gooning at all. This is just when I watch women wrestle, they're always going to look flawless, but I want to see what they do in the ring. I don't care. You can gyrate your hips all you want. What I care about is what you do in the ring. Okay. What I care. Ooh, Stephanie says, could you imagine the 4 Horsemen women versus the?
Okay, but which 4?
What let's not get off the page because
sorry, Mello, because
sorry, Mello, if you're watching, I'm sorry. Like
Kalani Jordan and congratulations once again.
Congratulations,
you're making the right choice. Good stuff.
She made the right choice too. Look who she got with. Who she got with. She got with a he's gonna be a future Hall of Famer. I'm going to say this.
Jersey in the Raptors, man.
Melo's gonna. I'm manifesting this. Carmelo Hayes is going to hold gold around his waist before either the end of this year or by the beginning. That title is coming off Dirty Dom's waist and is going to Carmelo Hayes. Carlani is that Carlani is goated. Yeah,
yes, it is goated. Yes,
yo.
That's why we went in that path. Like, no disrespect, Mello.
Yeah, no disrespect. We show love over here. But I will say he's probably had to endure so much as a talent, and being compared to Shawn Michaels is no easy feat. But I remember somebody saying that like Shawn Michaels always wanted a black son, and Carmelo Hayes is it. Like, I ain't going to go so far as to say all that, but if you wanted Shawn to mentor somebody, I would believe he would have said Carmelo Hayes, because they had it
similar style, build, like I said, working the little man's game. Got to do
ethic,
extra,
and his work ethic was unmatched. His work ethic was unmatched. His body of work was unmatched, because he was wrestling guys like Grayson Waller, Ilya Dragunov, Baron Corbin, Braun Breaker, Ricochet. Like they did everything to make Melo look like the second coming of Christ. And since he's been on the main roster, we haven't gotten a chance to see everything he can do, because there's other people that they're bringing in that kind of get like, there's no reason. And this is no disrespect, but in my opinion, I don't think there's any reason that Carmelo Hayes should have been left off of WrestleMania in replace of Ray Phoenix. Ray Phoenix just got here.
Yeah. Like, if he hasn't even had a cup of coffee yet. No disrespect to Ray Phoenix.
It's just no disrespect, but I feel like Melo deserved something. Now he did win the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
Yeah.
You know, so there's
Smackdown
that.
Before Mania. Yep.
Right, there is that. But that trophy, that don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing.
I was like, can you hey, chat, do y'all remember who won the last one before Melo? And I'll just leave it at that. If you can remember. I know you know.
Yeah, but say wasn't it?
You know.
Was it Bronson Reed? Oh, okay. I'm like,
it was Bronson.
Yeah,
I just wanted Chad to guess it.
No, don't do that. You know what, Kev? My bad. Ask a question later on in the show, and I ain't gonna interrupt.
Oh, no. That we coming back to that four horsewomen versus the Mount Rushmore NXT currently. We getting back to that. I love that question.
That is a good question,
because I had to think about it.
So let me ask you this question. So let's just say that you're in the booker's chair. How would you book Carmelo Hayes going into WrestleMania 42?
If I'm going off of the momentum which they're going with, I'm just going off of the lazy booking now. They're going to have the tag team match with Miz, and they're going to have a little squabble of sorts, right? Mm-hmm. And it's going to lead to, hopefully, if they can squeeze it in, I think Melo versus Miz is happening at Clash in Paris. If they can do it right. And it leads on before the draft, they get a couple of matches in and establish, Melo as you can white meat baby face him. We need faces. We really don't have any single faces. So I would push him like that and to go after the US title. Great. So now you and Solo, you can do that full circle moment. As you mentioned earlier, we can run that back. Bam. Now you got Melo defends his US title. Bring up all challengers. And just before Cena goes, you give him one of those last final dates with Melo as your US champion. I want to open US challenge.
Yeah.
And we finally get Melo versus Cena. And then you just keep it going. Whoever you want to make his heel, probably around this time. Maybe Theory is back from his injury. Maybe who could be another heel? Maybe if the Profits, split up, maybe Angelo might be coming after it. You start a feud with him. Probably build him up to the Royal Rumble. Have a good showing at the Rumble. Somehow make him challenge in the Elimination Chamber, put on a good showing like they did with Tez back a couple years ago. Maybe he might get some momentum from Kofi, like a Kofi Mania type momentum, and you give him a one-on-one singles match for whatever world title. Maybe the title that the Royal Rumble winner doesn't pick, or put him in a triple threat. You know how we love triple threats in Vegas, and we go on from there. Maybe
So
he might win. Like, but that's if I had to paint out his road to WrestleMania, he got to get it out the mud. But I am putting he wins at least one mid card title, whether it be the Intercontinental if he's moved during the draft, or sticking on SmackDown and winning the US title.
So if he's staying on SmackDown, we'll parking like that. This is how I would book it. Let's say that we send Carmelo to Raw. So this is what I would have Melo do. Melo starts picking up wins just out of nowhere, like a magician. So
the likes of Sammy, Penta,
but they're always, the wins are like come from behind wins, like he would snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. Okay. And then I would have Melo. This is what I would have Melo do. I would have Melo start helping. Listen to this. Helping.
I'm listening.
Seth Rollins' faction, for the fact that Seth sees the potential in Melo, and he's going to take him under his wing the same way that Triple H took him under his wing in the Authority. So
we have a 4-man vision. All right, I see.
Yeah,
I see where you're
going. Sorry, did I cut out?
Yeah, you froze for a second. Just for a
All
second.
right, so he's going to be the Randy Orton to the evolution of Seth's faction.
Okay.
I would have Melo get into the Rumble, and the goal is to keep the title on Seth within the realm of the faction. So, like, let's just say Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, or Melo wins it. They would go to the other show and try to do what Evolution tried to do.
We doing the Evolution. Okay, we go on that storyline.
But let's say that
force the other guy who wins that other show.
But let's say that Melo accidentally eliminates Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. Let's say eventually, like, it was an accident. It make it look like an accident. Okay. But then, Braun Breaker starts to, like, not be able to trust Melo because of their
starts thinking like his uncle and shit.
Yeah,
goes back to NXT.
Does the math in his head. Got a 33% chance of not trusting Melo. So we go to Elimination Chamber, and again, Melo, Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed are in the Elimination Chamber. They want to keep it between them to face whoever the champion is, but not Seth at WrestleMania. So let's say that eventually Melo finally gets caught, and it leads to him getting eliminated. And let's say that down the line, Seth starts to notice that he can't trust Melo anymore. But he can't really, like, put his finger on how he wants to get rid of Melo. He can have Braun and Bronson get rid of him, and that would be that. So let's say that happens where Seth decides he wants to kick Melo out, but it leads to a few things. One, if it turns Melo babyface, this could lead into Money in the Bank, where he wins Melo in the bank and could cash on Seth later. But that would also drive a wedge between Braun Breaker and Bronson and Seth, which would lead to a split between the faction and would leave Seth on his own. Braun could decide that he doesn't want to be around Seth anymore because he does better on his own, which would leave Seth open for the cash in, because CM Punk could also be the reason that Melo gets that championship, because Seth could win a match where CM Punk could never challenge for the World Heavyweight Championship as long as he's champion under those stipulations. But Melo could also go in and get cash in on Seth via CM Punk, because Punk could be like, well, if I can't be the champion, then you can't be the champion either. And doing that would establish Melo as a babyface, because smaller guys as heels, they're always going to be the underdog. But it works better, in my opinion, as a face, just because it's more relatable. However, I am also under the assumption that if he stayed on SmackDown and he tried to challenge Cody, it's not going to work like that. So the best bet is to get the United States title off of him, off of Solo Sikoa via their prior history. And that's where Jacob Fatu could come in, and Tama Tonga, they could have their own little thing to help get the title off of Solo Sikoa via interference. If Tama Tonga is not going to align with the MFT, there could be that. The best thing about this is Melo has different championships that he can go after. If he goes after the Intercontinental Championship, he just has to deal with Judgment Day, and he could maybe find an ace up his sleeve with AJ Styles, or it could be revealed that Carmelo Hayes was the wild card for Finn Balor to get the championship off Dom, because Balor doesn't want Dom to be the Intercontinental Champion anymore, so he wants to see him fail. And that could lead to Dom breaking out of Judgment Day, and he becomes like either the biggest face on Raw.
You can rocket him to the moon, man. All right,
Or
if you do this.
And another thing, if Melo is the United States champion, he would be going on a dominant run, but then a ghost of his past would come to the main roster. Trick Williams.
Not Trick Willie.
And this would basically be like, no matter what I do, ever since I turned my back on Trick, he's been ruining everything that I've been trying to do.
No matter what I do.
No matter what I do.
He's always a shadow behind me.
You could go that way. I don't want to stick Melo in a faction because I don't feel like he'll stand out. Melo stands out on his own. Yeah. Even when you did the Trick Melo gang, we loved Melo, but we also had our eyes on Trick Williams because we wanted to see what he had to offer. And Melo helped make Trick a star. So someone needs to help make Melo what Melo helped make Trick Williams become. So
you got to pass that baton, man. You got to.
And that's where Miz comes in, because they can do Miz and Melo at Clash in Paris. Yeah. But the way they have to do it is they have to go back to how Miz treated Damian Sandow when he was Damian Mizdow. If they start having Miz mistreat Melo that way, and because, hate to say this, but his race plays into a factor, that's not going to look good on television. So people are going to want to see Miz get his, even though we're going to feel bad for the fact that it's happening to such a great guy like Miz. This will get the crowd on Melo's side. I think what Melo needs is he just needs to have people consistently chanting his name. And since he was trending, oh, it's over. It's all because eventually when he shows up on TV and he has a breakout match on the main roster, like he's been having with Andrade, like he's been having with anybody that you put him up against, when he finally has that one match that's going to make the crowd go, okay, yeah, this is our guy. That's all he needs. Kiara is so right. And Kiara, I want you to feel better. That's a great picture. Feel better, Kiara. She's actually sick right now.
Got the that was a little
got the itis.
Oh, no, yeah, just kidding.
Nah, it's all good. What was I about to say? Hold on.
Oh no,
Russell.
Go for it.
I did not like Miz and Melo at first, but Miz's credentials makes him the best choice to get Melo over. And Miz is a heel with Chef's Kiss, especially taps into oh my god, 2018 heel Miz. Oh my god. Oh my 20. I even say 2016 heel Miz. That's a separate episode for another time.
Yeah, but I want to say that was a heel part of Miz, because I want to say that one out around the time he killed a personal favorite of mine, Enzo Amore. I'll just leave it at that.
Dog.
Where he kind of, banished him to the shadow realm, but that's just me.
Yeah. Yo, I'm sorry, but he put belt to ass on Enzo. Just like Carmelo Hayes put belt to ass on Ricochet when they were doing their promo. I ain't gonna lie. When Ricochet walked in the ring, Melo was like, hold on, y'all. He got a mic in his hand. I don't think he know what to do with that.
Damn, man. Damn. All right, I shouldn't have brought that up. That's my fault. That's my fault. That's mine. I'll take that one. That was me.
No, it's all good. No, Kiara says still love Enzo.
Same.
Yeah, Enzo cool. I think I had an opportunity to meet Enzo because he was down at Neo Pro Wrestling, but I didn't make it in time, so I missed the meet and greet. But who I did meet was Jessica Havoc, and I want to talk a little bit about her real quick before we
Shout
get
out
back
Jessica
to
Havoc.
before we get back to Mello. So when I first met Jessica Havoc, I was in the building and I was just standing by the ring because they let me in because I knew the guy wanted to speak to me. He's like, I'll introduce you to Jessica. No problem. So I seen her, but I didn't say anything because I didn't want to bother her. Like, you know, I'm one of those people, like, if I don't like bothering people. I as a performer for battle rap, I know that feeling of not wanting to like be bothered. So I'm just standing there like this, just looking down, and she walks up. She's like, "Hi, how are you doing?" And I'm like, "Oh, hey, how you doing? I'm doing pretty good. How are you?" She's like, "Oh, doing pretty good. Good to see you." And I'm like, "Should I say something now?" I'm like, "Ooh, let me wait." So then the guy comes over, he introduces me, and she's like, "Oh, you were standing right there. Like, why didn't you just tell me?" I'm like, "Well, I didn't want to, I have this weird thing where I like to be formally introduced and I don't like to assume anything. So a good thing I didn't." So I reach my hand out to shake her hand, and she goes, "No." And I'm like, "Oh." So I'm thinking, "Oh, I messed up." She goes, "No, I'm a hugger. Give me a hug." I go, "Oh, okay. Sure." Give her a hug, and we
So
talked
that's what it
about.
is. Okay.
So we talked about her wrestling career. We talked about Pokemon. She's really into Pokemon. Talked about Cyberpunk. She's really into Cyberpunk, and she has her own podcast, the Bitter Buds podcast. So, if Jessica could be here, we'll get her on the show for the one time.
Of
Definitely.
course.
So shout out to her. She had a great match against La Pagasa. Beat the shit out of her most of the match. I ain't gonna lie. Jessica, my wife, my wife don't really like anybody. She liked Jessica a lot.
Hey, if you can win over Chrissy, you can win over anybody. There you
Yeah,
go.
she liked Havoc a lot because she was like, "Oh, she reminds me so much of myself." I'm like, "You narcissist." Anyway, so back to Mello. So let me ask you. So let me ask you this. So who do you think, besides how you would book Mello, like, do you think down the line, like, we'll see Mello as a potential face of the company if the company goes forward with him?
Of course. Like with me, I like, diversity. And with, Carmelo, he fills all the boxes. I mean, if you want him to have a cruiserweight style match with, Ray Phoenix, you can do it. You want to have him go in a series of matches, you can do it. And I feel like if you just believe in him and let the reins go and let him cook, as the kids say these days, he could be something. I really do feel like we are seeing the old era go. Like
Mhm.
all of the people we've come to grow comfortable with are leaving. And if you let Carmelo just go, I think we can bring some new eyes to the product, especially WWE. Especially with this new era, we're going to TKO. You're going to ESPN starting next year with the PLEs. Why not? Why not?
You
And if not Carmelo, then who?
I mean, let's be completely honest. We could sit here and give you 1,000 reasons why Carmelo should be in the conversation,
Mm-hmm.
but it's just a matter of when and how do we get there. So how do you think we get there?
I think we get there with the old. I love using storylines from the past. I think he can go on a run like Kofi. So if say like he just starts just winning matches out of nowhere, even similar to what you said earlier about him just grabbing victories out of his ass and just grabbing them when you think there's no way, no chance. Schoolboy roll up, got it. Just getting away, and he just gets a wave, and then the people start to notice, and then the "we want mellow" chants get even louder to the point where it has to crescendo, even with Mellow in the bank win.
Mhm.
And then just to have him just hovering, like you never know what championship he may challenge for, but just give him the chance because you did this in NXT with him when he won the breakout tournament, and that didn't fail you.
Mm.
So why not do it again? And especially with how the program is going and how everything is ushering in, I think with him cashing that in, it will do wonders. It could even be, something special if he gets money in the bank and cashes in on, I don't know, a certain visionary,
Yeah.
revolutionary. Just saying.
So, what you thinking? Like, you think this is going to be the way that they do it, or do you
Um,
think?
it's hard to tell with creative, man. I think they like to lean on you know what was best for business, and
Mhm.
you never know. Now they could shock me, and since we have a certain UFC fighter come back, I would love to see that UFC fighter against Melo. Styles
You,
makes fights.
why you gonna do Mello like that? You know, if they put against Mello, you know how. I mean, Black against Brock, you know how this goes.
I I think he at least makes it 5 minutes.
I ain't.
I don't think we get a 10-second pin, man. Come
I ain't
on.
doing Mello. I ain't doing Mello like that.
Come
Because
on, man. He had bangers with Daniel Bryan and AJ. He
yeah, but
loves wrestling small guys.
yeah, but that's fine. But at the same time, I want Mello to win. I don't want him losing, having great matches and losing. I need him to get some definitive wins under his belt. I gotta respectfully disagree because at this point in my life right now,
Mhm.
I need a Carmelo Hayes championship win or a big feud that he comes out of and looks like $1,000,000. That's it.
You just got to find him the right dance partner. And
Hmm.
maybe that dance partner is currently doing absolutely jack squat. I don't know, but hey, we'll see. But I think that Carmelo, if you want to, and if creative believes, because we saying if anybody in chat hasn't seen it, Unreal. You know what happens when Hunter and the rest of creative hears the fans. They heard the
Hmm.
fans and a certain, 4 words, I mean 4 letters, 1 word, yeet, got the push. You see what happens. Why
Right.
can't Melo? Why can't Melo?
Melo deserves it, bro. I think he he was at this point in his life where he knew he had a lot to prove,
Mhm.
and he just, for some reason, I just feel like he just kept getting the short end of the stick. He kept getting the short end of the stick, and it just wasn't funny anymore. Um, Killing that's what remember him as, or the Thriller of New England. Like, he was like, when he was on the Indies, he was really like that dude. He really was. And I remember looking back like, oh man, people got to show this dude some more love. Like, that there has to be some sort of decorum here. Melo has proven to so many people that he belongs in that conversation. The question is, how do we get there? Because I thought with the fact that he sent Braun Break, they haven't like revisited um anything. They haven't
Yeah,
revisited
it's been
anything
quiet.
with him,
Crickets.
and it's been quiet as hell. Like
Mhm.
what the I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling that at all. So
Well, Dallas, you know what to do, man. Go up to, the new. All right, what is this? Is it still in Stanford? You go in there and you tell them, hey, man, push my dog, man. Y'all hear the crowd? Push him. The fuck?
yeah, like push my dog, bro. Like, what's up?
All right, you man, you got some clout in the game. Go and get you some of that.
I ain't got no
And
clout.
it.
I ain't got nothing, dude. If I had clout, I could have Melo in this show. He don't know who I mean. He followed me, but I don't mean
He followed you. Okay, all right.
I
think
have
Melo
no
knows
clout.
of you.
I have no clout. I have nothing. I am a complete nobody. Okay.
This is the Humble Roses podcast where our, King Rose himself doesn't like to be, doesn't like to toot his own horn.
No, I
He
don't.
acts like he doesn't know anybody. Yeah, he knows a couple people.
Are you sure about that?
I mean, there was a certain interview that I was here for, and now he's a part of the network. Shout out Chaz. That's just one. It's just one. Just one.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
Exactly, Rico. Tell this man he is somebody. You gonna go to college.
This ain't about me. This is about Melo. So, what is your all-time favorite Carmelo Hayes match?
War Games. I always go back to it.
Really?
I always go back to it. Notwithstanding, if you had to ask me my second, it's against Trick
At
Stand and Deliver.
Stand and Deliver 2024.
Mm-hmm. That closed the feud. They passed the torch, and Trick Willie became that guy. And whoop, that Trick was a thing.
I'm gonna go. There's so many
because your catalog goes deeper and you remember a lot more than me. Take your time, because it's really hard to find not the best, but your favorite. Like if you had to say, like, you didn't know me, like I'm your best friend, but I never watched wrestling. What's the match from Carmelo that you was like, yeah, you got to watch this, Kev?
Carmelo Hayes versus Andrade Game 3.
Ooh.
That's what I would start with. But if I'm like trying to win you over on Carmelo,
like this is it. Like this is why I'm calling him. You got to watch this one, Kev.
Carmelo Hayes versus Ilya Dragunov, Halloween Havoc. No, not Halloween Havoc. NXT Great American Bash, and then Braun Breaker versus Carmelo at Stand and Deliver. But you could also put their battleground match up there too.
Okay.
And I'll give you another one: Melo and Ricochet Worlds Collide 2022. That's another one. Him versus Baron Corbin wasn't bad. It wasn't.
Shout
bad.
out Baron Corbin.
Shout out Baron Corbin. Shout out Baron Corbin.
Baron. I'm a fan. Big fan.
Yeah, I'd say Kevin. I think I have my vision.
Okay.
That makes sense.
I like the corporate champion. It's been a while. I've not seen that storyline in a while. And it's funny that the last person was Seth, but yeah, that's kind of funny.
I will say this: I didn't put Trick and Melo at Stand and Deliver in my top matches because Melo had so many great matches that it's like it's hard for me to fit that in there because of how much his work ethic just kept going up and up and up. But it's definitely top 10. And I don't like having too many matches where Melo loses. And it's not. I won't say that it doesn't matter, but it does to me because I like to see Melo get the dub. So I like to have matches where
wins are like elevation.
Have a good night, Kiara.
Have a good night.
What was I about to say?
Oh, you was cooking. You didn't want to see Melo taking too many.
I don't like to see Melo take too many L's. Like that's why it's hard for me to put his match against Dragunov from No Mercy up there because it is the match. It was the match of the year. It's up there with Roman and Cody. It's probably better in my opinion, but that the fact is that Dragunov and Melo just brought the best out of each other. So it was hard for me as a fan to pick that match because it was match of the year, but I like seeing Melo win. So that's why I said him and Dragunov at Great American Bash. That's a match.
That's a
And
hell of
even
a
their
match.
match at Halloween Havoc, that was
Bruh.
Melo is so good, bro. It's disgusting.
Oh, we got a Lena bomb, big dog. We got one more Lena bomb over there.
Oh, that is a good one. Hold on. She said, go ahead and pull the comment up real quick.
Oh, I got you, Chief. Ain't no thing.
Carmelo Hayes versus Santos Escobar, NXT 2.0 2022. A technical and stylistic clash. Melo's athleticism versus Escobar's precision, made for an underrated gym. I ain't gonna lie, I like doing those.
Shout out, Lena. We
Yeah,
love
shout
you,
out-
Lena.
shout out,
Rose
Lena. We love you.
gang.
Hey, chat. So, chat, everybody give me your favorite Carmelo Hayes match in the chat. We're gonna read them all. You know what
Oh
I'm
yeah,
saying?
hell yeah. We highlighting them all.
Give me your favorite Carmelo Hayes match in the chat. We're gonna read them all. We got 283 live watchers. Shout out to
Shout out
y'all.
to y'all.
Shout out to y'all for watching with us. Yeah, Melo he's just been like a boss. You know what I'm saying? He's just been like a legitimate boss. Oh, sorry. Let me run that back. He's been him because there is a legit boss and like she's a CEO now, but Melo has been him, and it's disgusting the level of talent that he possesses that just needs to be seen to be understood. And if you understood, you get it. John Watson commented, shout out Sports for You. Will be on the Sports for You show
What
on
up,
Friday.
John?
He said Melo versus Ilya, Great American Bash. Yes. That is like top 2 for me. Melo versus Grayson, Melo versus Solo, and Melo versus Braun. Excellent. WrestleFace said, I'm sorry.
Oh, my bad. Go for it. Go.
Yeah, you're good. Melo
You're
has
good.
in the past interviewed named Kofi as a dream match. Let Kofi get deeper in his heel character and let Kofi and Melo go to bat in a lengthy feud where Kofi feels Melo is trying to be Kofi 2.0. Well, we could say the same about Kalani. Go ahead, Kev. Hit something.
I think it was Monty says Mello versus Breaker, stand and deliver.
Yeah, that's top. That's probably number 1 for me, or Melo and Ilya at a Great American Bash. Right.
And then Lena hit us with this.
Carmelo Hayes versus Roderick Strong, New Year's Evil. Oh, we just we just talked about this not too long ago. We just talked about this not too long ago.
Yeah,
sorry,
he had the struggle going. We love you. We love you, Strong, but yeah, it was a struggle. OTC hit us even with the Mello versus West was fire. Shout out West.
Hold on. Time out. I got to mute myself for a second. Keep talking, but I just saw something that just got my attention, and I need to ask this question.
All right. While Dallas is looking and answering the questions, I'm gonna keep running through the chat. Let me see here. Yes. Shout out Wesley, man. Underrated. Love his work, man. You good, bro?
Is Stephanie Hardy here?
Chat, let us know.
Is Stephanie Hardy here? Because
only the chat can let us know.
I just got caught off guard with something.
Well, if you want to bring it to the class.
Hold on, bro.
Oh, you got it.
She said,
"Thanks, Faith. We appreciate you."
Before I say this,
ooh, Aleister Black.
Before I say this, this is no disrespect to Stephanie, but okay. I was caught so off guard by the fact that she said there was a post that said, "Who was the WWE champion the day you were born?"
Yeah.
Okay, so before I get to hers, let me ask you, who was the WWE champion the day you were born?
Randy Savage. Oh yeah.
Randy Savage.
Yeah.
1989 for me.
88 for me.
Stephanie said that when she was born, Yokozuna was the WWF champion when she was born. And I'm like,
she's younger than us?
I feel old.
Hold up.
That's what I said.
What?
I was like, wait a minute.
I get I'm old. Okay, yeah. I mean,
it's just 4
years.
years. It's just 4 years, but I'm like,
but Yokozuna?
black really don't crack, bro.
I look good for an old man. I look good, man. Wow. Yeah, I can't believe I dated myself when I said that. I was like, yeah, Randy Savage.
I'm literally about to be 37 next year, bro.
Man, we pushing it, man. That 40 ball looking scary.
So I got this look of disgust in my face, bro.
You do know that everything we listen to, like 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying, that's about to be a classic. That's classical music. Yeah.
People were calling it. I remember someone was like, yeah, back in the day when 50 Cent. I'm like, back in the day? What do you mean back in the day?
I was there, baby.
I was there.
G-Unit.
Like, ain't no back in the day. But then I had to realize, bro, that album came out in 2003.
Yeah.
That was 22 years ago.
Yeah.
I literally sat down. I didn't cry. Hold on. Ain't no way, boy.
Ain't no way.
Ain't no way.
Ain't no effing way.
You ain't okay.
Okay. I'm not touching it. I'm just saying. I would just say it was Hogan, and that's all you need to know. That is fair. That's fair.
Well, hold on, because
that's fair. He had a couple of reigns now.
He had a couple, so you got to be specific.
You might be around that Yokozuna.
1, 2, 3, 5.
Yeah, 5.
7, 8, 9. You got to be specific.
I mean, hell, he even beat Triple H for the WWE title. So I'm just throwing that out there, y'all.
Let's get back to Melo, bro. Because nah, bro.
I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying.
Nah, bro. That's that. Listen, back to Melo, because we are not getting on this. This ain't what we doing tonight.
You see this? It's that book.
I was 14, so that wasn't bad. I was 14. Bob Backlund.
What? What?
Ooh.
Not the cross-faced chicken wing. Come on, bro. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Okay. He had no business answering that question, and now chat has run amok. I am not judging. I just thought I felt old, but y'all making me feel better, so thank you. Hey, that boy was a cold ass tight end. Don't act like that.
You start Billy Graham.
Hell yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Who said you look bad? Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Bro, okay, so you were born the same year as I want to say Vince Carter, maybe?
Was it Vince? I know, I was just giving you crap, Rico. I know. Shout out to superstar Billy Graham, baby.
What? Hold on, I'm texting my wife. What else you got?
Oh, wait. Okay, what's the original question?
Who was the WWF champion the day you were born?
The day you were born, yeah. Wow, OTC, you now that one made me feel old. OTC said The Rock.
Which year? Because
Attitude Era,
or are we talking like 2013?
where they rechanged the belt. No, that was not laughing at you, Faith. That was not laughing at you.
Oh yeah, that wasn't a laugh at you.
No,
Definitely.
no.
2001. Okay, so yeah,
Whoa.
I got a cousin who was born in 2001. Yeah. First WrestleMania happened. Well, yeah, I know. So 1985-ish.
Yeah, you're 80s baby. No
Yeah,
big.
you 80s just like us.
Yeah, like if you're 80s baby, you're not old.
So who's who's your birthday twin?
I think you told me before. Wasn't it? No, it's not Ray Ray. I gotta see. Hold
on. We'll get back to Mello in a minute. Your birthday is December 11th, right?
Yeah, 88.
Well, I don't need the year. So you are Most Def. Yeah, Ray Mysterio.
Ray. Okay.
And Topanga.
Not the GOAT. Shout out to Topanga.
Yeah, you got some.
Okay, so yeah, that's classy. That's classy.
And Jermaine Jackson.
But what about Jermaine?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't really have. Let me see. December 11th.
Okay. Birthday twin. Gotcha.
Oh, so your birthday twin is
Sammy.
Rey Mysterio.
Okay.
James Ellsworth.
No. I got the Chinless Wonder as a birthday twin.
And Sonny Kiss.
I remember Sonny Kiss.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Sonny Kiss was dope. Mine were I know Jackie Joyner Kersey, Herschel Walker was mine.
Oh, so you got goats.
Jason Tatum. For wrestlers, I got no disrespect, Justin Gabriel.
Okay. That's solid. That's solid.
Dante Martin and Mandy Leon from VOW and PJ. Okay. Who's PJ Black? What? Wait a minute.
Gabriel.
Oh, that's Gabriel. Yeah.
Gabriel.
It may seem like it was somebody. Yeah. Caitlyn. No, the hell.
What?
No, never mind. Anyway. Oh, he got some nice ones.
Oh, you lucky mother! He got Oscar. Oh, I'm jealous.
Oh, he got some beast.
He got some heat. Shout out to the Ghost Arena. Okay, you got some heat.
Lucy Liu, Aaron Rodgers, and Britney Spears. That's disgusting.
So, Faith, in a good way. You want to tell me something? A couple of them people are known for crashing out, but
so is she. Oh, so mine is
not touching that.
So here's mine. Mine is besides Justin Gabriel, I have Alexander Graham Bell, Jessica Biel,
Goat,
Camila Cabello,
Goat,
Gina Harlow, Herschel Walker, Jackie Joyner Kersey, Jason Tatum, Miranda Richardson, and
that's fire.
Yeah, it's some people. Oh, really? That's what's up.
Not the Hurricane.
Whoever Julie Bowen is, I don't know who that is.
Modern Family.
Okay. So yeah.
Also, Happy Gilmore.
Hold on. Oh no,
I like that.
That's not Eminem's daughter. Some girl named Isabel Mathers.
Oh, I'm about to say Haley J.
No, I got a lot of Instagram models. So, LeBron and Tiger. Yeah.
So I'm taking 217. I
Right.
can't disrespect Jim. Damn, man, that's Jim Brown, bro. I'm sorry, y'all. If I could go back into an era to watch somebody play the sport, it's Jim Brown. Sorry, y'all.
Lenny Kravitz. Yeah. I think my cousin's related to him. All in all, getting back to Melo,
Oh,
what would you like to see from Melo going forward?
I just want to see him go out there, show his talents, and keep the crowd yelling. We want Melo. Make your voices heard. They hear you. They definitely hear you. What about you, Dallas?
I personally want Carmelo Hayes to be established as a force. I want people to put essential amounts of money in his pocket. I want them to buy the merch. I want them to believe in him. I want to see Melo on weekly television. I don't just want to see Melo on weekly television as a side act. I don't want to see him as a jobber to the stars. I want to see Carmelo Hayes treated like the number one draft pick that he is. So going forward, hey, what up, Tanisha? Good to see you. Going forward with Carmelo Hayes, the main thing is I want to see him become everything on the main roster that he was in NXT. I want him to be, if he can't be the top guy, I want him to be one of the top guys. If someone is 1A, I want him to be 1B. But I want Melo to hold championship gold. I don't want him treated like a joke. I want him to be treated like the big deal that he is. And I want him to be the guy that people look at and go, that's who I want to be like. Or that's somebody I can get behind. That's my guy. Same goes for Meechin. Same goes for, Cross. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want these people to hold championship gold. And with Cross being gone from the company, they're going to eventually bring him back, I think. But that's for another time. Other than that, Meechin and Melo, I need both of y'all to grab some gold this year. I want it to be Intercontinental Championship gold for Melo, United States Championship gold for Meechin. Because on God, I feel like it's time, and it's time to see. It's time for the changing of the guard, and we don't want to just give it to them just because they're nice. We're giving it to them because they've earned it. Mm-hmm. Does anyone have the same birthday as Melo? He's 8-1. Not nobody in the chat, I think, has an August 1st birthday. My little brother is August 4th, but that's as close as we're going to get. However, I will say this. Going forward with Carmelo Hayes, when we look at him, we look at a talent that is more than just talent. He is the idea of what Shawn Michaels envisioned NXT to be the next up, to take the brass ring and become the top guy in the company. Now, Carmelo Hayes has the potential and the look and the dedication and the work ethic to become that. The main thing is that people are going to have to buy into it, and they're starting to. It's trending. They've been doing this, actually. We feel purposely like Melo was getting pushed to the side, and he shouldn't be, because he can wrestle anybody. He moves like a cheetah.
Yes,
and
he does.
He literally is him for a reason. It's not just a pronoun. It's a way of life.
Yes.
This man is the Boston Blockbuster. This man is the Massachusetts Messiah. He is a killer in the ring. You want killers? You look at Carmelo Hayes. He is 2001 Allen Iverson, 2018 LeBron James, 2022 Luka Doncic. This man puts belt to ass with anything that he is given, and he is going to consistently be the talent, the judge, the jury, and the execution of Smackdown if they give him the reins to do so. You give Carmelo the ball, he'll do a 100-yard dash with it.
And it's nothing but net.
and nothing but net because Melo don't miss. That's a fact.
That's why him.
You want your 2019 Lamar Jackson MVP? That's your guy right there. You want your 01 Tom Brady? That's your guy right there.
Get him.
You want 2024 Jaylen Brown or Jason Tate? That's him right there.
Get him.
You want your 08 Kevin Garnett? That's him right there.
Get him.
That's exactly what the embodiment is of Carmelo Hayes. All this greatness compiled into one. Yeah, Carmelo Hayes is the Allen Iverson of WWE.
Mm-hmm.
Damn sure is. And he's going to prove it because whoever he has to step over, that's what he's going to have to do.
That's a nasty answer.
That's an answer. Carmelo Hayes is the answer. So this has been the episode of Humble Roses, obviously. We're wrapping up here. Kev, what you got for the people?
Hey, stay tuned. Hey, the Kevin Cash Show coming to you August 31st. And Uncensored, chaos as always. Also, if you haven't heard, we are working with Dubby. And if you use the special promo code Humble Roses, you can save 10% off your order. That's Dubby. Man, I still need that shaker cup, man. I got to get that. So, Dallas, because you're the king of roses and the face of CCN, can you tell the humble people what you up to?
So right now we are working on getting some more talent to come to the show next month. Teddy Long. We're working on another big interview. October, we got Santino Marella. Me, JT, and Trey Two Fly from Two Fly Wrestling. We are working on a nice little project for the September. Got that coming up. And me and Kev got the Kevin Cash Show on August 31st. We will be on Sports for You Wrestling on this Friday for the AFC North division. So
yeah,
best believe he's going to be in his
some football, baby.
He's going to be in his Browns gear. I'm going to be in my Ravens gear, and we're probably going to turn that show upside down.
So thank us later. Thank
us later because we some This show is like the PG era version. This on Sports for You is going to be Ruthless Aggression and Attitude Era combined into one.
It's going to be fun. Going to be fun.
So it's going to be fun. Also, in 2 weeks, we are doing another WWE 2K25 giveaway.
Woohoo!
So if you are following me and you are following Hang 'em High /V, you have officially entered in the sweepstakes to win a free copy of WWE 2K25 on the game console of your choosing.
Brother, did you just say free?
Free as in it will be paid for. We are paying for it.
See, you're not going to get this type of love anywhere else. Only on the Humble Roses podcast. Shout out to V.
Shout out to V. Shout out to Hang 'em High. He's actually cooked my mentions. I had about let me actually check right now. So the funny thing is that I was supposed to take a screenshot of how many followers I had before V made the post. And I'm literally like I'm getting cooked and so excited for you. So before V made his post, I had 4,423 followers. Ever since V made his post about the giveaway, I have 4,664 followers. So I'm probably gonna get to 5K. Every time that we if I get to 10K, we're gonna do a very big giveaway. Very, very big giveaway. When we get to 10K. So we'll eventually down the line, my ultimate goal for a giveaway is to like cop some once they lower the prices, but WrestleMania tickets for somebody, or like just giving them tickets to an event of their choosing that they can gradually make it to. And I think that's what's the big thing is missing is that you got to have podcasters that actually care about the people. And if you are a fan of what we're doing, like I said, just keep following us. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, make sure you
Like,
comment,
follow, subscribe, tell a friend, repost, quote,
retweet it, tell your friends about the Humble Roses podcast. All your friends, tell them about all your friends here at the Humble Roses podcast. Like I said, if you rock with us, obviously follow our YouTube, which is at the Humble Roses Pod, or it should be at the Humble Roses Podcast. Just type it in. If you see the Humble Roses Podcast channel, subscribe to it, like, and make sure you comment on the video because that really does help our channel. Also, on top of that, follow him on Twitter at
Fuck Your Life 7.
Without the
Just
U.
take out the U.
Just take out the U.
That's
make
all.
sure you follow him on Twitter. La Madrina and Angel Rose. Make sure you following them. If you want updates, we will be making a Humble Roses group chat to keep you guys. If you're in the group chat, you will get updates and find information in there that only we would be able to tell you, and updates about future upcoming episodes and perks for being part of the group chat. We'll have different perks. If you want to subscribe to anything that we're doing, you get different perks, such as if we ever conduct interviews, you have an opportunity to come up here and ask questions during the interview, depending on who we have. That's just some of the perks of being not only in the group chat, but subscribing to what we're doing, just because you're an official day one for being part of that. But other than that, I got to get something to eat. I got to get ready to go to a Lil Wayne concert tomorrow.
Oh, have fun with that.
Yeah, I'm taking my daughter. She really wants to go. So it's a nice little back to school gift for her before we head out. So,
bro.
Follow the Kevin Cash show. We might make it a Twitter page so we're keeping up to date. And I think there should be a Humble Roses Twitter page, or I could just change my page to Humble Roses Pod. But I think a separate Humble Roses page would be good. Other than that, this has been Dallas Cash, Kev the Postman. We love you guys. Salute to Carmelo Hayes. Carmelo, if you did watch the show, we thank you very much for watching the show. If you tried to comment and you weren't able to, no big deal. But we really appreciate what you've been doing. We love you wholeheartedly, and we are going to continue to support you. Cop some of Carmelo Hayes' merch on the WWE shop page as well. And again, go to our Twitter page and use our link, because that definitely helps us as well. It's been the Humble Roses podcast. I love you guys. I will see you around on the other side of the Rose Kingdom.
99 Gorilla.
All right, so we had 312. We held it down, bro.
314.
Oh, real? Yeah. We did pretty good, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, it was pretty fun. Like, that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? I will say this. I was worried that I wasn't going to be. I get so nervous when I talk about other wrestlers, just because I don't think they care about who I am or nothing like that. But I just wanted to make sure I had my information right about them, just because the next time that we go live, you know what I'm saying? Like, we have our stuff.
Just before I say anything silly, is it